Welcome again, guys. My name is Ricky, and this is another iRefix. Today, I will be customizing this Hot Wheels 63 Corvette manufactured by Mattel in 1979. The 63 Corvette, however, was manufactured by Chevrolet, and approximately 10,600, about 10,590 of these were manufactured in the year 1963. However, this car is in need of some TLC. As you can see, the paint has been chipped. It has a lot of oxidation. It has played with over the years and has seen better days. So I use my drill bit to remove the single post or the mushroom from the post, and then I use a screwdriver to pry the base from the body. The interior is in very good condition. The window also is in good condition, and that I won't be using back these wheels, as I think I can do better with some other wheels. So I use my quick strip paint stripper and give it a few blasts, but as you can see, I left it for about 10 to 15 minutes. Normally by 5 minutes the paint would have been stripped. Nothing happened after 10 to 15 minutes, so I left it overnight in this container with some stripper, some citrus stripper, and again nothing happened. So this paint is proven to be very stubborn. It's very difficult to remove. Some of the paint from the interior was removed, but you can see that on the outside of the casting has not been touched. So again, I left it overnight in some quick stripper, and you can see again nothing has happened. By this I realized that the clear coat was protecting the paint. As you can see, it still has the paint that was left, still has some shine on it. Still have a little sheen. So now my only option was to use a piece of 800 grit sandpaper and try to scuff the clear coat. So I rub my way through, and as you can see, some of the paint has been removed, but I have to be gentle with the casting because it has a lot of details, and I didn't want to remove any, or didn't want to cause any of the details to be unfortunately removed. So now I am using my dental pick to try and lift some of the paint off, which it worked for some part. I think this part of the restoration took the longest. just to remove the paint. And then after the paint was removed, I had to deal with some casting lines, so I just used my little hobby file and remove some of the casting line. And then I used my Dremel and wire wheel to remove the remainder of the paint. If I was doing a full restoration, I wouldn't remove the casting line because I would want to leave the car as it was manufactured. And now you can see I'm using triple ox steel wool to do some finer work. Try to prepare this casting for the undercoat. So it was triple ox steel wool, dental pick, and then I move on to some 2000 grit sandpaper and work my way down to 3000 grits. I try to preserve some of the details by going over lines with my dental pick. Try to create those lines or recreate those lines, that is. And now I'm using my tester's fine primer, gray that is, to give it the undercoat. And when that was dry, I wet sand just to get it smooth. My choice for paint was teal. I think it is teal, but I think I'm a bit colorblind. So if you guys think different, you could just let me know what color it is in the section below, but I think it's teal. I ended up giving this car 5 coats. Here you can see I'm giving it the first coat, tack coat as we call it, which is a very light coat, and I allowed to dry for about 10 minutes, and then I gave it successive coat. I should tell you that I got this paint from Testers. It's a Testers paint. And it says teal on the label, but it looks a little different. To me, it looks a little different. So I turn my attention to the interior, and as you can see, I'm painting it black. I'm using testers black to give it black color, and it's a flat black. Then I go ahead and remove those axles because I won't be using them again. I'll be giving this car some fresh axles and wheels, so there was no need for me to go through the hassle of trying to pull them out. I just cut them away. And then I use this Drano, the same one that you pour down your sink when your sink is clogged, and I use it to remove some of the oxidation from the base of the car. I let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then I remove it and give it a thorough wash with some soap and water. It turns out fairly well for me. The Drano removes most, if not all, of the oxidation. So I think you can try this, but do remember not to keep it in for more than about 5 to 6 minutes before removing it. You can see the oxidation has been removed, and I'm satisfied with the result. Looks clean to me. Then I use some of my Brasso, the good old Brasso, and my rotary tool, and give the base a little polishing. You can see it's getting shiny. I always get good result with Brasso, so I just continue to use it. So I go ahead and tape the grill. Well, tape around the grill to paint it. I use some chrome paint from my chrome pen and apply it with a paintbrush just to get it even. So here we started with this chipped up split window Corvette. Was in very bad shape, and did some work on it, and this is where we end up. The new and beautiful 36 well 63 Corvette. Please leave your comments below, and thanks for watching. This is Ricky, and this was another iRefix. And guys, don't forget to subscribe.